Hello Virgo, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here with your June 2025 mid-month general reading. So we're looking at the second half of June 2025 for the Earth sign of Virgo. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in. If you know, please do like, share, and subscribe if you so feel inclined. And if you know any of your other sign placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, watch those videos as well for additional insight. It can be helpful. If something really hits home with you and you'd like to explore it a little bit further, what it means in your own personal life, in your own personal situation, or you like the reading style, if you're interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, email me for more information, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can click on the description below of this video to see those contact details as well. I can usually get back to you within the same day. I offer lots of different choices of reading types, lengths, costs, styles, spreads, love and romance, relationship compatibility, career, work, finance, investment, 6 and 12-month overviews. There's a lot to choose from, and I'm pretty diligent about the timely scheduling of personal readings, so if you're interested, email me. Okay, Virgo, let's see what the second half of June 2025 is bringing in for you. We begin with the Four of Coins, or Pentacles. Careful, cautious, don't want to lose anymore. Maybe it's time some of you are being more guarded, more protective, more self-aware and self-oriented because you don't want to lose more than you already have. The Six of Cups, which is a card that shows up when whatever it is that we're dealing with or facing, we have some kind of history or attachment to, nostalgia. Also looking at things through rose-colored glasses. The Seven of Cups is kind of similar to the rose-colored glasses aspect of the Six of Cups. But the Seven of Cups is trying to focus on all the possibility and potential and only the best way that things can work out, which is commendable. And everyone has to have a dream, right? We all have to dream about things. The Seven of Cups is looking at those, but it's more of a daydreamy, fantasizing, castles in the sky kind of energy. There may be different options that you're considering, or it may be here with the Six of Cups because of the time and connection you have with this person or this situation or place. You might be keeping yourself from facing some kind of important or crucial truth by only focusing on unrealistic expectations of how this situation is going to be. Your overall energy or focus for the second half of June, Virgo, is the Two of Cups, which is the soulmate, kindred spirit, best friend card. So there's a relationship central here. It might be a romantic relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. It might be a close best friend, kindred spirit energy, or another equally strong partnership in some other area of life like career and work. It might be about a relationship, or it might be about another situation in life, but one that is impacting or affecting a primary relationship. So let's take a look at that Two of Cups. The Devil, the Five of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. This is perpetual hurt, perpetual disappointment, perpetual betrayal, negative criticism, feeling shunned, feeling less than, feeling poor, feeling like you have to run after a person or a situation in order to get what you want over and over and over again like a beggar. And the Devil points to how cyclical this is and how it keeps going around and around and around and around with no change. And yet there's always that temptation in the Devil card, because the energy of the Devil card, regardless of what the situation is, it's about a situation which might not have started out to be unhealthy, but it has grown to be unhealthy, meaning that there's there's too much energy being put into one area, which is why it's often a card that shows up for addictions, mental health issues, power and control issues. It showed up also for your sister sign Taurus as the primary theme. So, but it wants to keep us stuck in that cycle. So it tries to tempt us by saying, well, come, it's always wanting to pull you back into the situation because there's a history here, because of the strength and intensity of feelings, because of how long you've been involved in the relationship or the job or whatever the situation is. And so it wants to keep you stuck in that by telling you that each time you go back, or each time you reinvest in it, or each time you recommit yourself to it, it's going to be different, but it's not, right? It's the same thing over and over again. Very similar to Taurus's reading. Let's take a look at that. Four of Coins or Pentacles. This is a card of finally kind of closing off a bit and being more self-oriented. I don't want to give any more out, and I want to be careful of what I do now because I need to protect myself, and a fear of loss. We have the Lovers, the Ten of Cups, and the Four of Cups. So there's a strong relationship involved in this. Now, this issue might be about a relationship itself. Again, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, marriage. It might be that there's obviously some kind of significant issue that keeps negatively impacting the relationship. Now, for some of you, it might be, somebody has some really bad habits, addictions, mental health issues, power and control issues, just this struggle that keeps going on and on and on. For others of you, the issue might be in another area of life, like work or something, but it has a negative impact on the relationship over and over and over again. And this is about making decisions to create a healthier environment and reality for yourself, whether they are or are not on board, right? It looks like somebody doesn't want to. The Four of Cups is a card of often ingratitude and apathy, right? There's a new opportunity or a new offering, but they've got their arms folded. They're looking at it, they don't think they need it, or there's a sense of apathy. And it could even be you. It could be both of you, because it's a card of going, look, I have 3 cups upright and full, and perhaps it's not my ideal, and I'm not really happy with the way things are, but it's familiar to me, or I have a history with it. I don't know if I want to do something different. Let's take a look at that Six of Cups. It's progressive here in an unhealthy situation. The Six of Cups, the Seven of Cups. I have all this history. I have all this time and effort invested. I don't want to let go of that, so I'm trying to think of anything and everything that I can to avoid having to make a decision like leaving or separating or drawing a line in the sand. Yeah, the Three of Swords, heartache, heartbreak, pain, disappointment, breakup for some of you. It's like you want a new beginning. Maybe you want to even leave the situation. Maybe you're even fantasizing about leaving the situation, but you feel chained to it, or you feel trapped or held hostage, either by, if it's a job, it could be money or the perks you get from the job. If it's a relationship, it could be the length of time, the feelings that you have for the person. The Eight of Swords is feeling trapped, feeling held hostage, feeling obligated. You can free yourself from it. Free will, free agency. It might be difficult, but you can free yourself from it. This is the message that the Devil card energy wants to give you, that you can't change a situation, you can't leave a situation, you can't do anything because you're stuck. Because that keeps you stuck in it. Ace of Pentacles. A new beginning is required here. A practical new beginning. New job, new project, moving, relocating, traveling, a combination of all of those things, because you need rest, recuperation, renewal. But it's tricky and it's tough because of the attachment, whether the attachment is love, time and effort, all of those things, whether it's about the relationship itself, do we stay together, do we not stay together, or some other area of life that's just having this cyclical, continuous negative impact on the relationship. There's something that needs to be faced up to. You have more choices and more free will and agency than you think you do. It's just that the choices there are not attractive to you. And because you don't want to consider the option of walking away from something, you know, again, it's kind of that, well, I can't because of this, and I can't because of that, and I can't because of the other thing. It might be difficult. It might be very challenging, but you can. A new beginning is required here because there's only so much that you can take. Advice, guidance, messages from Spirit. The Two of Cups again. Very strong connection with you and this person. Again, for some of you, it's going to be about the relationship. For others of you, it's another area of life, but it impacts the relationship. Three of Pentacles. So this is about two people coming together to hash it out, right? To agree on what the goal is and to try to agree on how to accomplish that goal, or whether it's a goal worth accomplishing or not. You know, it's a card of compromise, negotiation, trying to get on the same page. The Four of Pentacles, which is the same as the Four of Coins again. Knight of Cups, the Fool, Death. So here, so if this is about the relationship itself, this is about sitting down and having a very frank and open conversation, offering love and support, but also making it clear that you can't give any more to it than you already have, and that it's time for a complete and total change or a complete and total ending so that each of you can have a new beginning. Now, if this is not about the relationship itself, but it's about another area of life that's having a significant impact on the relationship, again, it's the same thing. It's about sitting down together, having a frank conversation, compromising, negotiating, because there's some kind of significant, profound change. A new path has to be taken here. A new cycle has to be started. Because just trying to go back or recommit over and over and over again, or hoping that it's going to change over time, is not going to work. There has to be actual action taken here in a new direction. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, Virgo. Those are your messages for the second half of June 2025. For those of you for whom it hit home and made sense, I hope it was helpful and clarifying for you. If it did, and you would like to take a deeper look at what it means to you in your personal life and situation, or you like the reading style, or both, if you're interested in a personal reading with me for yourself as a gift for someone else, please feel free to email me, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can click on the description below of this video to also see those contact details. I would love to hear from you. I will see you all in a little while. Be safe, be well, always be blessed. Hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.